Hello.
Hello. So this afternoon we're meeting to talk about your focus of the year. I'm Chris Schmitz. I'm a retired teacher from San Leandro, and I'm a coach.
And I'm Anna Laura Scandrett, and I'm a first grade teacher at McKinley Elementary
In San Leandro. Okay, so today we're going to talk about Anna Laura's focus for the whole year and focus a little bit on fixed mindset and growth mindset, right? And can you tell us a little bit about that?
Yes. I've been really excited about helping students work on their growth mindset and become more self-motivated and more mindful about their own learning. So we've been doing a lot of work with the Toolbox social emotional program in my class, and also with mindfulness in general, focusing on goal setting and having the kids really reflect on their own learning and strategizing ways that they can help themselves learn so that they can be self-motivated instead of needing lots of help from teachers.
Well, when I was observing, actually every time I observed, I saw some part of this. I saw you teach the toolbox, but also when we videotaped, we were able to see that some of the kids were using that one tool. What was it?
The patience
the
tool.
patience one, stretching out their hands, meaning patience. And then I was able to see the mindfulness and the goal setting. How did you have them do that?
Well, we do like meditation type things, that part of mindfulness after recess, and we do work on taking deep breaths and calming themselves down. We also have been working on goal setting, so students will set a goal for themselves at the beginning of the week, and then they'll reflect on their goal throughout the day, and then at the end of the week we'll reflect on how they did for the whole week and decide if they need to set a new goal for themselves for next week or continue with their current goal. And their goal could be behavioral or academic or really anything that they think they need to work on. And I've seen really good progress with the students being motivated to improve themselves with this goal setting.
And so, how did it work for engaging all students in learning? I know you had one student that had some behavior issues, and a couple of others too with some learning issues. How did the mindfulness was there any progress?
Well, I think the meditation piece is really good for kids who have attention issues and just learning that they have the power to calm themselves down and they can control their own actions and behavior. And also I think just the idea that they can set goals for themselves and reflect on their own learning, I think is really empowering for students with behavioral issues, because it helps them realize that they are in control of themselves. And even if we don't see a lot of improvement in their behavior, I think just the act of learning that they can be in control of their behavior and they can start thinking about it and be aware of it is really valuable for them.
Yeah, and I remember that some of the kids with the goal setting really understood it and took off, and then there were a few where it was just kind of awareness, and there was some that knew the goal and did maybe a few steps towards it. So there seemed like there was progress, a little bit of progress everywhere.
Everyone made a little progress.
Yeah, and so that was a good thing. How do you think the group project went?
So we started doing project-based learning in my class a little bit, and I think that was really good. It was a good learning experience for me, but it was also good for the kids because for a lot of them it was the first time they had done any sort of group work. So that was a good learning experience just on the social side of things, learning how to work together with friends and learning how to problem solve on their own without being violent and using their words. They also learned presentation skills, which was new for a lot of them, And I definitely learned a lot of things that I would do differently if I do project-based learning again, but I think it was a good first try for our class.
Yeah, so that's what I was thinking of, how all year we've kind of been working on that model, where you were, where you want to be, and then what your next steps would be.
Mm-hmm.
And what do you think your next steps would be?
For project-based learning, or for
For
everything?
the growth mindset,
Mm-hmm.
project-based learning,
I think next
process of learning.
steps for next year would be starting the process earlier, starting with goal setting earlier from the very first day of school, so that the kids get really used to that process. And starting project-based learning earlier as well, so that they learn those valuable skills of working together socially earlier on. And also focusing on the more meditation aspect of mindfulness and doing that. I'd really like to do that every day, and we don't always get to it, but I think it's really important for kids who are stressed or anxious. So basically just start everything earlier and then make it really daily and really intentional, I guess.
So it becomes more of a system
More
that they're used to,
routine.
and they have more chance to practice it early
Mhm.
on, and
Yeah.
they get better and better
Mhm.
at it. Okay, well, thank you very much.
Thank
It was nice
you.
talking to you.
Bye.
Bye.